Ukraine is taking steps that should force the Russian army to waste some of its anti-tank missiles or FPV drones. Mock-ups of German-made Leopard 2A6 tanks will be deployed on the front line. Photos of the first units have already appeared. This is not the first time that the Ukrainian armed forces have used mock-ups of tanks, self-propelled howitzers, and anti-aircraft systems. However, new photos reveal a much more realistic and detailed design of the tanks. Some of the mock-ups even have an internal metal structure with wheels, which allows them to be deployed more quickly. The use of decoys or mock-ups for air defense systems, tanks, and artillery in the Ukraine war has played a crucial role in shaping the conflict's dynamics. These decoys are designed to mislead enemy forces, drawing fire away from actual military assets, thereby conserving resources and potentially saving lives. Decoys of tanks and artillery have been particularly effective in confusing Russian forces. By deploying these mock-ups, Ukrainian forces have managed to divert Russian munitions towards non-functional targets, which has several benefits. Firstly, it helps in the preservation of actual combat equipment, allowing for more sustained operations. Secondly, it leads to the expenditure of Russian artillery and missile supplies on targets that yield no strategic gain, which can be particularly impactful given the high consumption rate of munitions in modern warfare. This strategy has forced Russian forces to reassess their targeting methods and intelligence gathering, often leading to wasted resources and time. Air defense system decoys have had a significant psychological and tactical impact. By placing mock SAM, surface-to-air missile, systems or other anti-aircraft installations in visible locations, Ukraine has managed to deter or provoke Russian air forces into using up their ordnance on these false targets. This not only conserves actual air defense resources but also compels Russian pilots to be more cautious or to expend more effort on confirming targets, which can disrupt operational tempo and increase vulnerability to real air defenses. These decoys have also contributed to information warfare. The confusion they create can lead to misinformation or misdirection, affecting the enemy's strategic planning and operational decisions. For instance, if Russian forces believe they've successfully destroyed a significant number of Ukrainian air defense systems or tanks, they might adjust their tactics based on this false success, potentially leading to vulnerabilities that Ukrainian forces can exploit. On a broader level, the employment of such decoys underscores the importance of deception in modern warfare. It shows how non-kinetic strategies can be just as vital as physical combat, emphasizing the need for robust intelligence, counterintelligence, and reconnaissance capabilities to distinguish between real and decoy targets. This aspect of warfare has become increasingly relevant with the integration of drones, satellite imagery, and other surveillance technologies, where distinguishing between mock-ups and real equipment can be challenging. In summary, the strategic use of decoys in this conflict has demonstrated their value not just in protecting actual military assets but also in wearing down the enemy's resources and creating operational confusion, highlighting the evolving nature of military strategy in contemporary conflicts. In the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, Russian forces have repeatedly fallen for decoy tactics employed by Ukrainian defenders, showcasing the effectiveness of these deceptive strategies. One notable instance occurred in September 2023 when a video emerged of what appeared to be Russian T-72 tanks in a field, only to be revealed as inflatables. This incident, recorded and shared by Ukraine's 116th Mechanized Brigade near Zaporizhia, demonstrated how Russian forces were tricked into wasting ammunition on these decoys, thinking they were engaging real tanks. Another significant event unfolded in February 2024, where Russian forces launched an attack on what they believed to be a Ukrainian Iris-T air defense system in the village of Lysny, Kharkiv region. It was later reported by Ukrainian sources that the target was actually a sophisticated mock-up, leading to the expenditure of an expensive Iskander ballistic missile on a decoy, thus highlighting the financial and strategic waste for Russia. Lastly, in July 2024, near the central city of Kryvyi Rih, Russian claims of destroying 5 Ukrainian Su-27 multi-role fighters were debunked when Ukrainian Air Force Commander Mykola Oleshchuk revealed that the targets were, in fact, part of a decoy operation. This incident not only underscored the success of Ukraine's passive defense strategy but also pointed out the ongoing decoy arms race, where both sides are increasingly employing more realistic and sophisticated fakes to deceive the enemy. These examples illustrate how decoys have become a critical component of Ukraine's defense strategy, effectively misleading Russian forces and conserving Ukrainian resources while depleting Russian munitions. Many countries supporting Ukraine in its war against Russia played a significant role in developing and providing such decoys or false targets. In the small Czech town of Desin, a company named Inflatetech has become an unexpected but pivotal player in the Ukraine conflict by manufacturing inflatable decoys of military hardware. Specializing in replicas of high-value targets like the US-made HIMARS, High Mobility Artillery Rocket System, Inflatetech has seen its business soar since the onset of hostilities. These decoys, made from synthetic silk, are designed to deceive enemy forces into wasting their ammunition on false targets. Inflatetech's offerings extend beyond just HIMARS. They produce over 30 different types of inflatable military decoys, including tanks like the M1 Abrams, howitzers, and even aircraft. The company's CEO, Wojciech Fresser, has noted a significant increase in demand, reporting a sales spike of over 30% in the year following the start of the war. Although Fresser has been cautious about confirming whether these decoys are directly being used by Ukrainian forces, the implications are clear. These replicas are likely on the battlefield, helping to protect real Ukrainian military assets. The decoys are not just visual tricks. They are engineered to mimic the thermal signatures and radar reflections of genuine equipment, making them effective against modern surveillance technology. This strategy has proven invaluable in Ukraine, where the cost-effectiveness of destroying an inflatable decoy with expensive munitions can be a significant tactical advantage. The strategic use of these decoys has been a game-changer, with reports indicating that Russian forces have sometimes destroyed 140% more HIMARS than Ukraine has received, hinting at the effectiveness of these deception tactics. This not only saves Ukraine's real weaponry but also forces Russia to expend resources on non-lethal targets, potentially altering the course of engagements. Inflatetech, originally focused on making toys and custom models for various clients, has transformed its production capabilities to meet the demands of modern warfare. With the capability to produce up to 50 decoys a month, the company has positioned itself as a key supplier in an unconventional aspect of military strategy, where deception plays as crucial a role as direct combat. This has not only been a business boon for Inflatetech but has also underscored the innovative approaches to warfare that have emerged from the conflict in Ukraine.